There's 103 tribes out there. For the United States Department of Agriculture, I know that you've recently acquired Iowa Wesleyan University. My ancestors founded that university. Greeley Whitford is right over my shoulder here. Greeley Whitford was the Chief Justice of the Colorado Supreme Court. He married Ida Spaulding. Her picture is right next to him. She's from Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Her mother is Dr. Marth Berry Spaulding, who was one of the first female physicians in America. She was a next door neighbor to Abraham Lincoln. Their house became the library at Iowa Wesleyan University. That's my people's property. We put a lot of, blood, sweat, and tears, including burping Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War to make Iowa Wesleyan University a success. And we want it back. Now, I worked at Land O'Lakes. I worked at Senex Land O'Lakes as part of the Green Revolution. I helped, make crop protection available at one number in the hand of every farmer in America. Senex Land O'Lakes. And so I understand the USDA's mission. I'm a peer-reviewed medical scientist. I've published 14 books. I know that it can bring Iowa Wesleyan back to its former glory. And also its Methodist glory, which it is a shepherding entity. Methodist was the method. Iowa Wesleyan University was part of an Icarus planned community. It's not a thing that you can just pop out of the community and have the federal government run it. That's a entirely un-Republican idea. It's an un-Abraham Lincoln idea. The Union won the war. We want Iowa Wesleyan back. The idea that the federal government could just take Iowa Wesleyan University away from our family isn't acceptable. That's my family's house. That library is our house. Behind me I have the Spaulding family photo album that includes pictures of Abraham Lincoln's kids. You'll find that the U.S. government hardly has photos of Abraham Lincoln's kids because he was our neighbor in Mount Pleasant, Iowa, which is a very deep part of his story, was his Iowa history. Senator Harlan was right next door, who's also photoed in that album, which our intent is to, start a university there, a university predicated on the 66 to 103 traditions of good shepherding, which is, right in the central mission of the USDA. And before the USDA, there was a tradition of shepherding for enforcing quality in the shepherds, enforcing quality in the herds. That's something that our family has done for a very long time. That's what the Methodist movement meant. That's what the Wesleyan movement was. That's what the Icarus movement was. And so please accept my request to, have receivership of Iowa Wesleyan University returned to us, to the Spaulding family, and put it back to its formal glory as a teaching institution, as a Methodist institution, as a Good Shepherd institution, in science. Methodist was about science. We're real rock-ribbed scientists in the Methodist Church, which isn't necessarily known well in the secular government. That, ground zero of the Republican Party, ground zero of the Republican movement of America becoming a republic, right where Abraham Lincoln is from. We're rock-ribbed scientists about shepherding. We're rock-ribbed, scientists, as what Methodists were. And so it's a bummer that the administration of Iowa Wesleyan University didn't succeed financially. The mission is still alive. And so we need your help. We're asking for your help. Join us in a new Iowa Wesleyan University featuring the Spaulding, Harlan, Lincoln family with a new Lincoln library. Abraham Lincoln can have a library. We think that Iowa Wesleyan University is the place. I know that my ancestors' house is the library at Iowa Wesleyan University. We intend to rededicate it to Abraham Lincoln. We want you to join us in that movement. We think the Union won the war. We think the Spaulding family owns that property. We want you to join us in that movement in celebrating Abraham Lincoln's life, Dr. Marth Berry Spaulding's life, and the shepherding movement.